Hello SWF fans, Jeff Santos here in the RBN studios, bringing you an exclusive match you'll only see here on RBN. After Game Over and Mike Kizzar's thrilling SWF win, Kyle Andrews was out to prove a point. Let's see how he did against former SWF Champion Sam Bratton in what can only be described as a blockbuster. Let's get to the ring. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Carver here, as we bring you the first episode of SWF X-Tra, Sam Bratton going one-on-one with Kyle Andrews. I'm here with my good friend, Slick Powers. You gonna walk me through this whole commentary thing?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's cakewalk. I mean, come on, if Santos can do it, you can do it.
I certainly do believe I am at least as talented as Santos is. Of course, he's got the cushy job in the office now. But kicking things off here, I mean, we haven't seen Sam Bratton in quite some time. I think it was about episode 3, the Mardi Gras Mayhem. We saw Sam Bratton last in a tag team match, but he hasn't really been doing much this year.
Yeah, it's kind of been a down year for Sam Bratton. You know, he went from SWF Championship not that long ago, honestly. You know, and then he lost it to Kirby, and after their Inferno match, he just hasn't been the same person that we're used to.
You have to believe that Inferno match probably took a little bit more out of him than he was really expecting. Of course, high stakes is a time of year for Sam Bratton. He's won 2 high stakes matches in his career. He's the only SWF superstar to do that.
Yeah, Sam Bratton is definitely a unique individual, but he has no easy task tonight as he faces Kyle Andrews. It's definitely a pay-per-view caliber match. It'll be interesting to see how these two match up together.
Kyle Andrews, the winner of the high-stakes match last year, he went on to face Kirby at Mind Games and win the SWF Championship, and then he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder since Mike Kizzar came in at Game Over, cashed in the Sure Shot contract, and took the SWF title away from Kyle Andrews. You know, he's out here to make a statement in regards to that, and he's going to make that statement by taking it out of Sam Bratton.
Yeah, but I think what really makes this matchup is these are 2 former heavyweight champions. Even though former is still very new to Kyle Andrews, it's going to create one very unique matchup. And honestly, it's one matchup that I think everybody is anxious to see.
Indeed, and we are bringing it to you live on the Rantboard Network. The SWF officially affiliating itself at Game Over with the Rantboard Network, and we're kicking things off here with a blockbuster match on the first SWF X-Tra. Kyle Andrews going to start things off here with a couple of European uppercuts. Bratton, definitely more of a power guy than Kyle Andrews. It's going to be interesting how that matches up against kind of the pseudo-technical style of Andrews. Bratton lifts him up, big slam.
Yeah, Andrews is just a bit more athletic, has a bit more athleticism than Bratton does, but what Bratton lacks in athleticism, he makes up for in power, as we can see from that previous move.
Indeed, Bratton showing off a little bit, trying to get inside the former champion's head. Bratton going for a European uppercut. Kyle Andrews denies it. Andrews now, a nice shot to the face.
With a heel right to the bridge of the nose, too.
Andrews, big atomic drop. Trying to take the fight to Bratton in the early goings. Andrews, European uppercut of his own. There's that nice drop kick Andrews does. Bratton knocks him away. Bratton up to the top rope. And a big clothesline off the top rope. Bratton keeping up the momentum. German suplex.
It's that power we were just talking about. Bratton just has so much of it.
Bratton just unleashing kicks. Ooh!
Kind of taking a page out of Andrews' book.
There's a cover from Bratton. 1, 2. Not quite. Andrews getting the shoulder up off that exchange. Bratton, though, continuing the attack and a side slam. Bratton going to call him to his feet. Can we see the Redeemer here? Andrews shoves him away. We got to come up with a name for those knees right there. Andrews' signature knees.
He's driving his head back into the mat.
Bratton meets him with a European uppercut. Tries again. Andrews, though. Andrews in a twist of fate. Kyle Andrews got to be hungry for a victory after what Kizzar did to him.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Sam Bratton's itching for a victory too, considering he pretty much hasn't had one in over a year.
Both these men need a victory. Only one's going to come out with one here tonight on Extra. Sam Bratton thinks it might be him. The cover. 1, 2. Not quite. Andrews still getting that shoulder up. Andrews now in another twist of fate lays out the former champion. I guess you could call him.
More like the former champion.
Oh, Bratton up top again, though. Bratton, big clothesline. For a guy so big, he comes off the top rope like an explosion. Oh, Andrews, what a kick.
Just straight power right into his face.
Andrews getting a running start, follows up with a bulldog.
Just vintage Kyle Andrews here.
Andrews thinks he might have this one in the bag. There's the knee to the face, followed up by a bulldog into the middle of the ring this time. Kyle Andrews going to go for a cover here. 1, 2, and no.
That was close to a 3 count, though.
Very close. Andrews, a couple of European uppercuts. Might not be a good idea to get into a slugfest with Sam Bratton, though.
Because that's what's going to happen
right there. For that reason right there. Bratton, look at this. Strike after strike, just going in with the combinations. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. Oh!
That's straight power, I'm telling you.
Nothing but power there from Bratton. It's what he brings to the game.
I don't think Andrews is
Bratton, here we go again. Oh, big slam.
I don't think Andrews is expecting this big of a fight.
He should have been if he'd done any studying at all. Andrews, though, those knees. One more time. Andrews off the top rope and that stage dive connects.
Well, and, you know, he hasn't had a whole lot of time to prepare for Bratton, considering he's just a week removed from losing his title.
Oh, my goodness.
Good night.
Hard lines just knocked Sam Bratton's lights out. The cover. 1, 2, 3. This is it.
Well, that just went as quickly as anything. It's lightning.
Andrews with that hardline super kick. It comes out of nowhere and it takes you out. Andrews victorious on the first episode of SWF X-Tra. I don't know about Kizzar's chances in the rematch at high stakes, but we'll see how he does.
It's definitely going to be an interesting matchup. If Andrews can handle himself so well against a former champion, Kizzar's in a world of hurt.